Hello again in another episode of Gunfire TV. Today we will present to you few chosen replicas by EMG. About philosophy of creating replicas by EMG, you may know from our previous short video. You may treat it as a trailer for this longer presentation of their guns. So, why not to begin? Alright, we'll start with this beautiful masterpiece of airsoft machinery produced by G&P. Now, on the left side of the receiver and on the handguard you may find the markings of Daniel Defense, producer of really awesome MK18s from United States, so MK18 is written up here. Now, the brownish color is original Cerakote, and everything that's brown is made of aluminum, so very tough. Now, battery comes into the stock tube. The stock itself is made of polymer and has the QD swing swivel, so you can attach it on the both sides, just like so. If you don't like your swing swivel here, there's also still one made in here. It comes with one steel mid-cap magazine, inside V2 gearbox with 8mm bearings, MOSFET and M140 motor. So if you want to tune it up, no problem, guys. While talking about EMG, I must admit this little guy is my personal favorite. Salient Arms T2, produced by G&P. The replica is mostly made of aluminum. Parts like folding sights, pistol grip and mid-cap magazine are made of polymer. If you do not like this humongous, gigantic flash hider, one move of your hand can remove it. But I adore it, as the PTW style stock that has 5 positions and gives you access to this tube that is also a battery compartment. The thread is quite long. There we go. V2 gearbox holds inside MOSFET with small micro switch that allows you to make very precise shots. Now, if you're not into tactical ARs, EMG has also something more colorful and shiny. So let's make them shine.
Unique and colorful guns, it's what I like the most. So here it is, EMG F1, both in red and blue. Replica is licensed by F1 and its markings can be found on lower and upper receiver and also on bolt carrier. Aluminum handguard has wrist ray on the top, key mode on bottom and both right and left side. And what's most important, flat surface at this part of front grip to give you comfortable and firm grip. Lower receiver has large cuts at its magwell, so you can see magazine through it. Also, upper receiver is skeletonized massively, and this combined with this beautiful silver gearbox gives amazing view. A large trigger guard protects this flat speed trigger. Also, fire selector and charging handle are ambidextrous. Pistol grip and stack are made of polymer. Stack has QD sling mount, and this replica comes to you with 300 round polymer high-cap magazine. They say diamonds are girls' best friend, but gold is not so bad too. So here it is, Falcor Defense Blitz Gold. Falcor gives not only license but also style of some parts. On the front you will find this cool custom flash hider. Aluminum handguard is of course licensed and uses M-lock, but what's most important, it's very light. Also upper and lower receiver have licensed logo and unique design. I especially like these small cuts here, you know, ensuring trigger discipline. Mag release, bolt catch, fire selector and charging handle are ambidextrous. Pistol grip and stock are made of polymer, and this replica comes to you with this metal high-cap magazine.
Alright, next gun in our AR feast was brought to life by King Arms itself and licensed by Black Rain Ordnance, and logos of this manufacturer of real steel firearms you can find exactly all over the gun. So on the left side of the lower receiver, on the right side of the upper receiver, on the enlarged charging handle, and here on the top of the upper receiver, also on this awesome CNC machine front grip on the both sides. Now let's stop for a second with the grip, because here you can see the flat surface. If you're a fan of C-grip, that's just the bad boy for ya. Now here I free wrist rails, they're quite short, you can disassemble them if you don't need them. Short wrist rails also on the top. Now, folding sides, also logo of the manufacturer on this cool flash hider. Now, pistol grip and stock are made of nylon reinforced polymer. Pistol grip has adjustable width with those spacers that are very easily removable. Now, battery goes into the stock tube, there's a MOSFET inside, so why don't we just let it rain. Now it's time for GNG. Licensing and outer look of this magnificent replica is brought to you by Seeking Precision from United States of America. Not only upper and lower receiver and front that are made actually by CNC machines from aluminum, but also small details like flash hider, ambidextrous fire selector, mag release, bolt release, because the bolt catch actually works, and ambidextrous charging handle are the style of Seeking's Precision. The replica is made of aluminum, and inside there is gearbox, G2 gearbox. If you want to know more about this awesome machinery, see our video from last year when we were testing it. I will just say that if you use the original magazine, after last BB, the replica stops shooting. Alright, but EMG is not only about AR-15s or shotguns, because, by the way, we were presenting one of those on our previous short video. They are also all about the handguns. Now, you may see that those on my right and those on my left look quite differently, but they have few similarities. They are both produced by Armorer Works, so you may expect high precision and high quality of their products, and they are all licensed by Salient Arms. And their logos you can find all around those beautiful pistols. Now, let's start with my favorite, the blue. First, the magazine on the bottom has Salient Arms logo. Also, mag release, also the trigger. And as you can see, this is a flat trigger and works really nice, really crisp. On the both sides of the slide and up and on the right side of the barrel, there's Salient Arms logo everywhere. Now, you may see that there's a thread on the barrel, so in case if you're using some kind of a tracer unit or would like to enlarge the internal barrel, elongate internal barrel, there is no problem about it. This particular one uses CO2 magazines, but you can also choose a green gas magazine like with this little fella. Now, it's got some BBs in the magazine, so why don't I just put on some iPro. BBs in, gas in. Now, the front side has a optic fiber, so picking the sides is very fast, even in hard conditions of, for example, when it's a bit darker. Slide moves really fast. The BBs are coming back at me. And of course, after the last BB, slide will stay in the backwards position. Okay. Here we go with some more classical stuff. So High Kappa 1911, full metal replica with serrations all over around. Also Salient Arms. Logos are all around this gun. Let's start with the magazine. Now, covers of the grip panels both sides. Slide on the right, slide on the left, and also this beautiful golden barrel that's, by the way, in a trumpet shape. So it locks here on a slide perfectly, and that gives you a better precision of every shot. As for the sides, the front side is with fiber optics. Now, as most of the 1911s, the triggers are quite nice, but here they are really awesome. So I wouldn't be myself if I did not use this opportunity to shoot few rounds through this beautiful 1911. Now you can choose between CO2 or green gas as for both of these guns I will show to you now. The acquisition of the target is beautiful because of this fiber optics. The slide works perfectly. It's very snappy. It's very fast. And of course, after the last shot, the slide will stay in the backwards position. So, what you can do is to order a long gun like AR-15 with salient arms, logos all around, and sidearm from the same license as for the producer, and have salient arms all around you, not only all around your guns. Well, why not do that? You know where to find us. See you next time.